If you find yourself in the waiting room, please don't bother to come back. Okay? Because if you're not switched on it. Now this is the model. Units, dimensions, and measurements. Okay. Before that, listen. You will have your exams starting. For example, foundation physics is in physics, correct? So for foundation physics, what you need to study is you need to study three things. Whatever I've done in my class: differentiation, integration, vectors. Clear? I don't want anyone having any doubt and asking the management what is the question. I'm repeating. Foundation physics means all the things that I have done. What are the things I have done in foundation physics? Vectors. In vectors, we have done magnitude of a vector, unit vector, dot product, cross product, all that. Differentiation and integration. These three things you need to do. And these are the three things we have done, and we have done many problems based on this. Plus, we have done that module also. So this is your portion. Okay, and your next exam, that will be in September, will be this module. Units, dimensions, and measurements, for which we have already started studying from different things. Today, we will start studying from the module itself. So everyone open the module, and the question which I tell you, very simple. Come to page number 3. Come to page number 3. Come to page number 3. In that, there is something called as concept application exercise 1. There is something called concept application exercise 1. Can you see that? In that, see question number 1 and try to give me the answers. See question number 1 and try to give me the answers. Tell me, in question number 1, first one, true or false? Radian is the unit of plane angle and it is a supplementary unit. Tell me, true or false? Okay, try to connect, others try to answer. Okay, now listen to me. Listen. There are quantities. One is fundamental. One is derived quantity. And in between, you have something called as supplementary quantities. Now, you all have studied how many fundamental quantities are there in physics? We have studied there are 7 fundamental quantities in physics. All other quantities we have studied are derived, means they are dependent on fundamental quantities. But there are 2 supplementary quantities which are both angles. You know what is supplementary? Supplementary is something that helps fundamental. Supplementary is something that adds value to a fundamental quantity. Can anyone tell me how many supplementary quantities are there in physics? Anyone? How many supplementary quantities are there in physics? 2. And both are angles. One is 2D angle and one is 3D angle. So all angles are supplementary unit. Now angle, 2D angle is also called as plane angle because any 2D diagram is called a plane. Tell me, what is a 3D diagram called? A 2D diagram is called a plane. What is a 3D diagram called? 3D diagram is called a solid. Correct. Therefore, there are 2 kinds of angles. One is a plane angle and one is a solid angle. And plane angle is given by radian and solid angle is given by steradian. Repeat, plane angle is given by radian and solid angle is given by steradian. I have the, see, these are the supplementary quantities on your screen. I have the first supplementary quantity, plane angle, means 2D angle. The unit is radian. Have you heard of radian in your school and in mathematics? It is denoted by RAD. And another one is called solid angle, and solid angle is denoted by steradian, and the symbol is SR. So if you don't know, please make a note. These are the two supplementary quantities in physics, nothing more. And both are angles. One is a 2D angle, one is a 3D angle. Okay, make a note. Written? Now, look at the statement again, that true or false statement. Now tell me, don't you all agree that the statement is true? Now don't you all agree that the statement is true? What is the statement? Radian unit, radian is the unit of plane angle and it is a supplementary unit. It is true, correct?
Yes.
Which is one more angle, solid angle, and that would be steradian. Steradian is
Steradian.
supplementary and it would be solid angle. Okay. Now, see the second one. Tell me whether it is true or false. Second.
Yes, true, no?
Sir, true.
Well, the second one, is it true or is it false?
Sir, true might be.
The
Sir, true.
unit is always written in singular form. Example, foot and not feet. Can I say this is also true? Can I
Yes.
say this is also
Yes,
true?
sir.
Because this is one of the rules of fundamental quantities that we had done. So always all units are written in singular form itself. So any doubt in these two? I hope you're clear with these two. Okay. Third one. If a unit is named after a person, the unit is not written with the capital initial letter. It is
Sir,
the symbol,
false.
False.
not
False.
the unit. Tell me. If the unit is named after a person, the unit is not written. Unit means the full name. Answer is
Because only starting letter is capital, right?
symbol, it is capital.
Okay.
Unit, all letters of a unit are small. Doesn't matter whom it is named after. They are not asking the symbol. They are asking
Okay.
the unit.
Units.
So don't get confused. They are trying to make you give the wrong answer, which is false, because they want you to think that yes, initial letter will be capital, but that is in symbol. Unit has to be singular. Unit has to be small. Remember our rules.
Yes,
Our
you
rules
have
for
given.
writing. Therefore, the third point is also true. If the unit is named after a person, the unit is not written with a capital initial letter is true. But the same thing, if they had asked for symbol, then it would be false. Then it would be false. So don't get confused. If you have made a mistake right now, no problem. Very good. At least now you know your mistake, and going ahead, you will not make that mistake. Correct, all of you? So can
Yes.
I say 1, 2, 3? All three are correct. 1, 2, and 3, all three are correct. Okay. Look at fourth one and tell me true or false.
Sir, true.
Sir, true.
The unit of solid angle is steradian and it is a supplementary unit. Is it true? The
Yes.
unit of solid angle is steradian, correct? The unit of solid angle is steradian, correct? That is correct. And is it a supplementary unit? Yes, it is a supplementary unit. Therefore, all, that is 1, 2, 3, 4 are all true, correct? Now, look at fifth one. Now, look at fifth. Tell me whether it is true or not. A plus B equal to C minus D. Then the units of A, B, C, D should be the same. That is what they are asking, whether it is true or whether it is false. You are supposed to tell me whether it is true or whether it is false. It's true or whether it is false, you are supposed to tell me. In fact, this is the first significance of dimension. This is the first significance of dimension. What is the first significance of dimension? If the equation is correct, then the dimension of each term will remain the same. Then the dimension of each term will remain the same. If the equation is correct, then the dimension of each term will remain the same. Is it clear?
Okay, sir.
Therefore, now please have a look at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 again and tell me if you are clear with it. All. 1,
Sir, can you explain fifth one?
which one?
Fifth one.
Fifth one. Correct.
Yes.
Now, if the equation is correct, A plus B equal to C minus D, each
Yes.
and every term should have the same dimension. Only then the equation can be correct. In
Okay.
fact, this is the first significance of dimension also. If you remember, what is the first significance of dimension? If A plus B is equal to C minus D, all A, B, C, D should have the same dimension.
Yes, yes, sir. Correct.
I cannot hear you.
Yes, yes, got it.
Got it, huh?
Yes.
Third one. Ruchit is asking the third one. If the unit is named after a person, it is not written with capital initial letter. It is true because if the unit is named after a person or unit is not named after a person, it is written in small letter only. In other words, unit has to be written in small letter throughout. All the units are written in small letter. For example, check the diagram. See, these are all the units. Can I say all are written with small letter? None of the unit initially is capital. Check. Even if it is named after a person, the name is not written in capital, but the symbol is written in capital. So don't get confused between the unit, that is name, and the symbol. They are not talking about the symbol. They are talking about this. That is why option 3 is right. Did you understand?
Yes, sir.
So everyone look at question number 1 again properly. Tell me if you have any doubt. Then we go to the next question. Clear? I think all of you should learn something and all of you should be aware of it. Nothing difficult. Still, if you have any doubt, you can ask me. We'll do it together.
The radian and steradian are supplementary.
Yeah, that is fine. Yeah. Someone was saying something?
Radian and steradian are supplementary.
Radian and steradian are supplement units. Therefore, in physics, listen to me, all of you. I have 7 fundamental quantities. I have 2 supplementary quantities. Everything else is derived quantities. I'll repeat. In physics, I have 7 fundamental quantities, 2 supplementary quantities, and everything else is a derived quantity.
Okay.
Did you understand?
Yes.
Now, we will go to the second one, which is fill in the blanks. We'll go to the second one, which is fill in the blanks. In that, the first one, tell me, the unit of work and energy are dash. Start. Give me the answer. The unit of work and energy are. Answer is joule. That I know, but I want the answer in terms of kg, meter, and second. What is energy in terms of kg, meter, and second, and what is work in terms of kg, meter, and second? I know that both are same. Energy and work are both same, which is joule. But I want the answer in kg, meter, and second. Nikhil correct, title correct, good. Rajiv correct. Samarth, try again. Samarth, try again. Lavnish, correct. Very good. Okay, let me give you the answer. Please remember, and I'm telling you once more, Krish, correct. Energy and force. You have to remember the unit in terms of kg, meter, and second perfectly all the time in all chapters. It will always help you. Energy will be kg meter square per second square,
Yes.
and force will be kg meter per second square. And you should also know how did energy become like this. If I tell you to prove or derive, can you prove it with any formula of energy? And if I ask you to derive how force is kg meter per second square, will you be able to derive? Answer should be yes. You take any formula for energy, half mv square or mgh, you will be able to get this answer. Or you take any formula for force, you will be able to get this answer. Correct? Therefore, please remember the unit of energy is always kg meter square per second square.
Yes.
And the unit of force is kg meter per second. Second one, what is the unit of power? Or the unit of power is dash. Start answering. Unit of power is dash. Answer will be what? Answer will be what? Or you can say kg meter square per second cube, whatever it is. Can I say answer is what of power?
Yes.
Okay. It's a direct question. Third one. What is the unit of work done and torque? Start. Anyone? Both work done and torque have the same unit. Both work done and torque have the same unit. If you have not studied the formula for torque, let me write the formula for torque on the screen. Torque is equal to R cross F, that is distance into force, and therefore the unit of torque, will be Newton meter. Therefore, the unit of torque will be Newton meter, and the unit of work done also can be taken as Newton meter or joule. Unit of work done also can be taken as Newton meter or joule. Is it clear?
Yes.
Therefore, unit of work and energy, first question will be kg meter square per second square. Unit of power is watt. Unit of work done and torque is Newton meter. And the unit of energy per unit volume is, start. Unit of energy per unit volume is. So it's here, energy per volume, correct? Very easy. Look at this. Can I say energy is joule? Volume will be meter cube. So you can leave the answer like this, joule per meter cube.
Okay,
If
sir.
you want, you can again simplify joule as kg meter square per second square. But in this kind of question, not necessary. So I can leave the answer, energy per unit volume is joule per meter cube, because volume is meter cube. Because volume is meter cube. Got it? Now, read the second question again. In that second question, read the subdivision 1, read the subdivision 2, 3, and 4. And tell me if you can manage to get all 4 without seeing. And then we can go to the next type of question. Check. Nothing difficult. If you have any doubt, please ask. Okay. Okay. Question number 3, take it as your homework 1. Question number 3, take it as your homework 1. Now, question number 4. Question number 4, start solving. Question number 4, start solving. I'm getting answers from few of you. I want answers from all of you. I got answers from Nikhil. Nikhil, very good. Okay, I'll give you the starting. Okay, I'll give you the starting. Please look at the screen. A stone is lying at rest in a river. The minimum mass of the stone M is equal to K rho P power X G power minus 3. Now this is the equation. Okay. Now can I say, looking at this equation, I can get the value for X. This is actually dimensional analysis 2. Use of dimensions 2. Correct? Tell me, use of dimensions 2. Now tell me, what is the dimension of mass? Can anyone tell me the dimension of mass?
M1.
M1.
Yes.
K is a constant. Density. What is density formula? Mass upon volume.
Ah,
Can I say density is mass upon volume? Therefore, what will be the dimension? Mass upon volume.
L3.
Correct? Everyone
Yes.
agree? Now, velocity power x. What is the dimension of velocity? Velocity is meter
Upon
per
second.
second.
Yes.
Now, acceleration due to gravity is same as
Upon
acceleration,
second square.
which is meter per.
Second square.
Tell me,
Yes.
did you understand the first step, all of you? This
Yes.
is similar to our significance of dimension 2,
Yes.
where from the relation we get the formula. Now, left hand side, let me write it as M1 itself. Right hand side K. M1 L power minus 3. L power X T power minus X. And L power minus 3 T power. What is minus 2 minus 3? T power minus 2 minus 3, can I say? Plus 6.
Yes.
Now tell me, how do I proceed? I have M power 1 is equal to K M power 1
Yes.
L power, keep L terms on one
Minus
side. Tell
3.
me. L
X
power
minus 3
minus 3
plus X.
and T.
Yes. Huh.
Clear? All of you?
Yes.
Now I'll erase the top part. Compare the coefficient of M on the left hand side and right hand side. It is 1 and 1. Now compare the coefficient of L on the left hand side and right hand side. It is 0 is equal to minus 6 plus X. From here itself, I get X is equal to 6. What is the question? Find the value for X. Answer is 6.
6.
You can even get it from T. It is minus X plus 6 equal to 0 or X is equal to 6. Now, can you do it without seeing, without my help?
Yes. Yes.
I have shown it on the screen. In fact, it is very easy because they have directly given you the formula. Otherwise, they would have told you that this is proportional to this is proportional to this. They did not tell you that. They gave you the formula. You just have to do dimension analysis and get the answer. So
Okay.
now look at the question again. Look at the screen only if you're stuck. I'll give you 1 to 2 minutes. Finish this, get X equal to 6, and then we go to the next type of question. Is it fine, all of you? Nikhil and Title, you have given me the answer before I explain, which is very good. You have got it. Even Lavnish has given me the answer. Good. Lavnish, Title, and Nikhil. Lavnish, you're giving me good answers today. Keep it up. I want you to give me more and more answers same. Okay, Lavnish, good. Krish Shetty, I want answers from you also. Okay, Krish, quick. Okay, good. We'll do it. Yeah, correct. Lavnish, you are right, correct. But when we come to that, we will. But yeah, answer is correct. 1 more minute, and then we go to the next type of question. Okay, time up. Now, any doubt, please let me know, all of you. Now, start with question number 5. Start with question number 5. They are saying, I'll give you the starting, okay? I'll give you the starting. If the unit of velocity is run, means velocity equal to run, and the unit of time is second, and the unit of force is strength, in a hypothetical system of unit, okay, I'll repeat. If the unit of velocity is run, that means wherever you find velocity, you have to substitute it as run. Wherever you find time, you have to substitute it as second. And wherever you find force, you have to substitute it as strength. In a hypothetical means imaginary scenario. Okay. In this system of unit, the unit of mass is, now unit of mass, they have said, is strength power x. Okay. They have said strength, strength power x, second power y, and run power z. They have said that mass is so and so. Find the value for y by x. Find the value for y by x. This is the question. I will do it. I have got many people giving me the answer, starting with Lavnish, which is very good. I'll give you time, then I will only show it. Now listen. Please look at the screen. Now I know the formula. Everyone look at the screen. Now I know the formula. Force is equal to mass into acceleration. Everyone knows this formula. Now I know from there mass is equal to force upon acceleration.
Yes.
Or can I say that is equal to force upon velocity by time? Because acceleration is nothing but change in velocity by time or velocity by time. Or can I say it is force into time divided by velocity? Can I say it is force into time divided by velocity? Or can I say it is force into time into velocity power minus 1? Tell me whether all of you have understood this step, okay? Because this is the main step. Tell me if you have understood step by step. I will repeat.
Sir, can you
I
repeat?
know that force is equal to ma ma. From there, m is equal to F by A. F as it is. Can I say acceleration is velocity upon time? Can I say
Yes.
acceleration is velocity? Therefore, that time will go up. Therefore, can I say it is force into time upon velocity?
Yes.
Or can I say F into T into V minus 1? Because velocity, if it goes up, it becomes V power minus 1. Okay. Now, mass is equal to, now instead of force, can I write strength? Instead of force, can I write strength? Therefore, my answer is mass is equal to strength into what is time given as second? And velocity is given as what? Run.
Yes.
Therefore, can I say my answer is like this now? If I write force as strength, time as second, and velocity as run, my get answer as this. Now, if I compare my answer with this answer, look at this answer and look at my answer. What do I get x equal to? Can I say I will get x equal to 1 because nothing is there?
Yes.
Can I say I will get y also equal to 1? And
Correct.
can I say I will get z equal to minus 1? Therefore, what is my value of x, y, and z? My value of x is 1. My
Yes.
value of y is 1. And my value for z is minus 1. But in the question, what have they asked me? In the question, they have
upon y.
asked me what is the value for y by x. Therefore, can I say it will become 1 by 1, that is equal to 1. But they might ask you anything, z by y, z by x. Can you
Okay.
manage it accordingly?
Yes.
So for that, you don't need to by heart the value. You need to know how to proceed with the formula. You need to know how to get the correct format. And then any question you can answer. So please let me know if you have understood this. Now try on your own. It is nothing difficult. I have shown it very slowly. If you do it on your own, you can do it within 30 seconds, actually. Okay, it is that quick. Now let me see how many of you give me the right answer first. Lavnish gave me the first answer. Very good. Nikhil, Krish, very good. Ayush, correct. Samarth, correct. Title, correct. Good. Others, I want you to answer, or at least if you're not understanding, give me the wrong answer, or at least ask that out. I don't want you to sit quietly, okay? This is not our normal 12th standard or 11th standard class. This is our JWE class.
Sir,
I'm expecting you to ask doubts. I'm expecting you to give me answers. Okay? Yes.
we can do that by the help of dimensions also, right?
Yes. Actually, you have to do it with the help of dimensions only.
I have done with
I have
dimensions.
shown you in a different way. Actually, you have to do it with the help of dimensions only. In fact, if you do it with dimensions, you will get faster answer.
Yeah.
Correct. I am doing it so that I am showing different methods to all of you. Okay. But
Okay.
dimension is correct. You will in fact get answer in half the time and you will get
Yeah.
one only. Good. Like I was telling last year, for you, the number of IITs and NITs, 6 more are opening this year, 6 more. So number of seats will be 848 seats more this time. So very good time to get into IITs and NITs.
Okay.
Please try to get it. My time I had to struggle because number of IITs and NITs are very little. Your time you have a lot of choice, but you have a lot of competition also. Number of people giving JEE right now is 11 lakh. My time it was 5.5 lakh, almost double, almost you can say double itself. Number of seats have not doubled. Number competition has doubled, and the level of questions also has increased. In my time, we had an exam called AIEEE. I don't know whether you have heard about this or not. You have
Yes, sir.
JEE mains and advanced.
Yes, sir.
Sir,
AIEEE.
IEEE is still
Triple E.
there, right?
It is still there, but now not for NIT and IIT. It has lost its relevance. It has gone somewhere.
It is
That
also
time,
like
if you
IIT.
wanted to get into NIT, it was compulsory to give AIEEE, All India Engineering Entrance Exam, AIEEE. Now, I don't know how many of you are giving it, but there is one exam called BITSAT, BITS Pilani and BITS Goa, Birla
Yes.
Institute of Technology.
Birla Institute.
Try to give that also. It is a very good college. If not IIT, NIT, then your next aim should be BIT. And for that, the exam is BITSAT. As and when colleges open up, as and when application forms open up next year, I will be informing you in the class. I'll be giving you the link. I'll be sharing the prospectus, everything. And I'll also be telling you whether it is worth applying or not. Unlike medical, you will have many exams in engineering, which is very good. Okay, you will have MHT CET, you will have BITSAT, you will have JEE mains, 4 attempts, then you will have JEE advanced. Plus, if you are going for private colleges like Manipal, Lovely, Professional, all that. Okay, then you have something called BHU, Banaras Hindu University, which is also part IIT, part Banaras. Then you have triple ITs. Okay,
Yeah.
then you have some very good private colleges like VIT, Vellore Institute, Chandigarh Institute, Army College of Engineering. For that, there are different exams. Even in Mumbai, there is a very good engineering college called NMIMS. You might have heard NM. They have their own exam. They don't go under MHCET or JEE.
So it is good, sir.
They have an NPAT. DJ Sangvi comes under MHCET, VJTI comes under both, IIT
Sir,
Bombay comes
SPGen.
under. Come again, I could not hear.
Is SPGen good?
What is it? I could not hear. Can anyone repeat?
Is SPGen good?
SP Jain is for MBA actually. After
Oh, okay.
engineering.
Okay.
It is excellent. After engineering for place. IISC Bangalore, Samar, excellent college. IISC is also for that
Sir,
again a different exam.
So there is one more in Pune, right? For chemical engineering. I don't remember the name.
There is one more, I'll tell you. I don't know, you will be aware or not. It was not an IIT. It is renamed to IIT now. It was Chemical Engineering College. If you remember Dehradun, they have renamed it to IIT. They fought for it and they got it. But bottom line is, I'll tell you what, portion is the same, all exams. Portion is the same. Means you have to study only once, but you can give attempts how many ever. So at least one exam, if your luck is good, you will clear. One exam. Okay. If you're giving fluke also, one exam, one Sunday, your luck will be good, should be good. One Sunday,
Yeah.
clear it. Unlike medical, medical has only one exam, that is NEET, and only one attempt. Only one attempt and one exam, and full India answers that. Unlike engineering, I'll tell you why you are very, very blessed. For example, you go to Karnataka. Karnataka has Karnataka CET. How you have MHT CET, they have Karnataka CET. They have one more exam called Comet K. They have private college exams. They don't even give JEE. They don't even give JEE. For example, let me tell you, if your aim is to go to DJ Sangvi, for example, you don't want any other college, you want DJ Sangvi only. So can I say doing JEE is useless for you? JEE is useless because you know that by studying very well for MHT CET, you can get DJ Sangvi. Like that, in every state, in every city, there is one very good college. People of that city want that college only. So they don't give JEE. That is why you have a very good advantage if you are aiming for IIT and IITs.
Yeah.
But you have a competition from a place called Kota, Rajasthan. Okay. How many people are there in Kota, Rajasthan? Tell me, how many people are studying for IIT JEE? Don't know. 25,000 people are studying for IIT JEE. How many IIT seats are there totally?
10,000.
11,000.
Okay.
11,000 seats all over India.
Yeah.
Only in Kota, 25,000 people are studying for JEE, and all 25,000 people are sure they will clear JEE.
Oh.
Over there itself, they are sure. Now you are competing with them. So you will have to have some advantage, either in physics or chemistry or math. Now it is little early for you. At least by December, this December, you should be aware whether physics is your strongest subject, chemistry is your strongest subject, or math is your strongest. If you don't get that answer by December, that means you're weak in all three. If you don't get that answer, which is also not bad. Which is also not bad. If you are weak in all three, very good. You still have one more year to make it strong. Okay. Anyone knows by now in which subject you're strongest? Physics, chemistry, math. Anyone knows already by now? It's fine. You can know it. Not yet. Or at least you know which subject you're weakest. That is a better question. I'm weakest in this subject. Forget strongest. Now don't tell me all. Don't tell me all. I'm weakest in all. At least one subject, which is
Sir, chemistry.
chemistry.
Yes, chemistry is
Chemistry. Your answer will change to physics in 12th standard. I'll tell you what will happen in 12th. Math will become your favorite subject. Always. All engineers, math will become your favorite subject. Second will become physics, chemistry battle, depending on the exam marks. If you get very good marks in chemistry, chemistry is your favorite subject. Then physics usually comes last. But people who top JEE get very good marks in physics. Because physics and maths are very similar to score. Okay. We will try to get that marks, okay, in physics. Physics in JEE mains to clear is very easy. Very, very easy to clear physics in JEE mains. How to clear, I will tell you. What to study, I will tell you. You just have to study. Okay? Can you do
So
that much?
you were telling you will give his.
Come again, voice is again very, very low.
सर आपने आप हिंट दोगे सर.
Can anyone hear him? I cannot hear him.
He's telling, will you give hints?
What?
He's saying that you had told that you'll give hints for the exam.
Yes, hints, right? Hints, clues, that way, right? Correct,
Yeah.
hints.
Yes.
Yeah, for that our portion should be over. Once our portion is over, we'll be solving something called as model paper. You know model paper? Dummy paper. In that dummy paper, you'll have a lot of tricks, lot of tips, and lot of way to eliminate. Remember one class I told you should be in a position to eliminate two options.
2 options. Yes.
So that also I'll be teaching you. For that, we need to complete our portion. After that, we will do it. Very easy. Physics, you leave it to me. Okay, we will do it. Just keep practicing. And I'll give you more practice problems also. Since you are in just 11th, you have just started, your homework will increase to 100 problems a day, 200 problems a day, 300. Okay. You want more practice, there are more number of books, there are more number of modules. But just keep in touch. Keep in touch with the subject. Okay. Now, question number 5 is done. Now, try to answer question number 6. A very simple concept. I will also do it. But before that, you try to do it. Question number 6. V is volume. V is volume. Capital V, right? Capital V means volume. Small letter V is always velocity. Capital letter V is always volume. Okay, in physics. So start. Okay, 1 minute. Anyone getting the answer? Anyone? I'm not getting the answers from most. Now let me tell you one thing, okay? Listen to me carefully. This is actually understood, but let me tell you something, okay? Listen, listen, listen. Look at me. Look at me. You can add or subtract only the quantities which have same dimensions in physics. I'll repeat this. You can add or subtract the quantities which have the same dimensions. In other words, I cannot add quantities which are of different units. For example, I cannot say, listen to this, I cannot say 40 Newton plus 30 Joule is 70 Newton Joule, correct? I can add force only with force. I can add energy only with energy.
Yes.
Therefore, if there is an equation, one minute, if there is an equation like this, P plus A by V square into V minus B equal to some constant, Now look at this, V minus B. I am subtracting V from something. That means that B also should have the same dimension as that of V. Agree? Because I cannot add or subtract different dimensions. I can multiply and divide, but I cannot add or subtract. I'll repeat.
Okay.
I cannot add or subtract dimensions which are different. I can only add and subtract. Therefore, can I say the dimension of B, 1 minute. So can I say the dimension of B should be same as dimension of V? Can I say that?
Yes, sir.
So this is the first clue I'm giving you. Now, you have to find the units of A, correct? You have to find the units of A. Now, units of A, can I say this term and this term should have the same unit according to dimension analysis? So can I say the unit of P should be the same as unit of A by V square? Now tell me, what is P in this equation?
Power.
Power or pressure?
Pressure.
Power or pressure?
Pressure, right?
I'm not blaming you because you have not seen this equation in the past, correct? I think you might have been seeing the equation for the first time in your life. So P means pressure. Now, if I tell you P is pressure, B is volume, P is pressure, V is volume, can you get the dimension of A now?
Yes, sir.
P is pressure. What is pressure formula? Force upon area. What is
Okay.
pressure formula? Force upon area. And what is volume? Length cube. With that formula, can you give me the answer? What is the dimension of A? They have
Yes.
not asked the dimension of B, but do you know what will be the dimension of B?
Yes, sir. V equal to minus B.
L cube.
Meter.
Huh.
Dimension of B will be L cube, correct? Now, what is the dimension of A? Dimension of A will be the same as that of P. Therefore, dimension of P will be same as A by V square. Therefore, dimension of A will be same as P into V square.
Yes.
Dimension of A will be equal to A P into V square. Okay, I've got answers from Nikhil. I've got answers from Krish. That's it. Correct, Nikhil. Correct, Krish. Title. Give me the answer in MLT. Give me the answer in MLT. Are you getting this? Check. Are you getting this? M1 L5 T power minus 2. Shall I do it? Let me know.
So 1 minute.
Okay, I'll give you time. Then let me know if I should try to help you out. Joyom, very good. Others try to let me know if I should do it or whether
So we have to
have
give
figured
the
it out.
answer in units, right?
You have to give the answer in. You have to find the dimension. What is the question?
They've asked units.
You can give the answer in units. Correct. You can give the answer in units.
Sir, I'm getting length as power 4.
Got it?
I'm getting length as like 4, not 5.
Come here. Come again.
Sir, I'm getting length as 4, not 5.
I don't understand.
Sir, he's saying that he got power of length as 5. 4, sorry, 4, not 5.
Power of length, you got it as 4. I'll show it. I'll show it. Okay, we'll do it. We'll do it. We'll do it. Okay. Now, what is the unit of pressure?
Upon area.
Yes.
Clear? Everyone? Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then what I'll do is force understood this much?
Yes, sir.
So I have taken force as kg meter per second square. I have taken area as meter square, and I have taken volume square. Volume is meter cube square. Okay. Now,
Yes.
m cube the whole square is m power 6. Yes or no? Yes? Okay. Now, m and m power 6 is m power 7. M power 7 by m power 2 will be m power 5. Correct. Therefore, I will get kg m power 5 second power minus 2. Clear? Now, kg, can I say, will be m1, m power 5 will be L power 5, S power minus 2 will be T power minus 2. This is your answer. So now, title, did you understand how it is L power 5, not 4? Good. No problem. Understanding now? Everyone else, do it and let
Yes.
me know whether you're getting this. Aryan, good. Okay. Now, next question is question number 7. Next question is question number 7. Start. Anyone? Can I do it? Can we start?
Yes.
Now, x is equal to 80 plus bt square, where x is the distance traveled by the body in kilometer. So can I say x will be given in kilometer, t will be in second,
Yes.
find the unit of b. That's it, no? Find the unit of b.
Yes.
Correct. Now, can I say if this equation is dimensionally correct, unit of x, unit of at, and unit of bt square will be same?
Yes.
Therefore, can I say unit of x will be the same as unit of bt square? Or can I say unit of b will be the same as x by t square? Now, what is the unit of x? It is kilometer per t square. Can I say it is second square? Therefore, the unit of b will be kilometer per second square. Is it clear? Unit of b will be kilometer per second square. Now, my question to you is one more addition. Tell me what will be the unit of a also. Tell me what will be the unit of a.
Kilometer per second.
Kilometer per second. Can I say unit of a will be kilometer per second because x will be
Yes.
equal to 80 or a will be equal to x by t. X will be kilometer
Kilometer per second.
upon second. Therefore, in the question they have not asked, but can I say if they ask, I got both a and b.
Yeah.
A and b. Can I say I've got a and b both? Okay. Question number 8. Now listen to me carefully. Find a suitable unit for gravitational constant. For that, let me take you to the formula that you have studied in 10th standard, which is Newton's law of gravitation. F is equal to G m1 m2 by r square. Tell me if you have seen this formula. Newton's law of gravitation. At least in 11th standard you might have seen, or you might have
Yes,
seen it
sir.
in 10th standard.
10 standard.
Now this is 10th standard. Okay. In this formula, can I say F stands for force?
Yes.
M1 and M2 stand for mass.
Yes.
R stands for distance. Therefore, can you tell me what will be a suitable unit of G? Start. Anyone getting the answer? You can give me the answer in terms of Newton also, but I would prefer the answer will be in terms of kg, meter, and second. You can give me the answer in terms of Newton also, but I would prefer the answer to be in the form of kg, meter, and second. Shall I do it? Okay, now please look at the screen. Can I say from the above formula? Can I say from the above formula, G is equal to F into R square
Yes.
divided by M1 into M2, correct? Because I want the unit of gravitational constant. For that, what I will do is G force. What is the unit of force? Kg meter per second square.
Yes.
Into distance square, can I say meter square?
Yes.
Upon, can I say M1 is also kg and M2 is also kg? Can I say M1 is also kg and M2 is also kg? Clear? M1
Yes.
is also kg and M2 is also kg. Therefore, now can I say G equal to 1 kg and 1 kg will cancel. Therefore, can I say meter and meter square will be meter cube?
Yeah.
Second power minus 2 kg power minus 1.
Sir, I
Or
have
if I want to write the dimensions, meter cube will be L cube, second power minus 2 will be T power minus 2, kg power minus 1 is M power minus 1. Therefore, it is M power minus 1, L power 3, T power minus 2. Getting it, all of you? Now, this was not tough, but you should know what is the formula for Newton's law of gravitation. That is important. That is important. Correct? Okay, good. Question number 9. Similarly, you will have to do it as homework for universal gas constant. From universal gas equation. Do you know the equation PV equal to nRT? Universal gas, like that, from there. So make a note of question number 9 as your homework. Okay, now I'll give you a break later on. I'll give you, Krish is asking till what time is today's lecture. Krish, yeah, today we'll have the full lecture completely, which is for the first time, I think, after a lot of other classes. Because now my other classes have gone, so I can do it over here. So I'll be giving you 2 small breaks instead of 1 15-minute break, which I'm supposed to give you. I'll give you 2 small breaks, maybe 10 minutes. Let the break become 20 minutes, but I complete the lecture. I think we have lecture till 7:45, correct?
Yeah.
So I will stretch it till that time. So whenever you want the first break of 10 minutes, let me know. And whenever you want the second break of 10 minutes, you let me know. Second break will keep only of 5 minutes. Okay, so that we can finish it by that time. So let me know when you need the break. I think I will give you a break at around 6 to 6:10 and then 7 to 7:05. Something
Okay.
like that. Is it fine? Or tell me, how do you want it?
Okay, sir.
Or you want a single break from 6:30 to 6:45?
Fine, sir.
Up to me. Can I give you the break whenever I want? Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now, but if you're feeling tired or if you feel you need a break, let me know. Not that I will give you, but I will consider. Put in a message. Because whenever I say that, everyone starts putting the message, enough, no break, we want class to be over. Not like that. Okay, I'll just consider. I will not always honor that. But now let me do one small concept. It's very easy. Come to page number 7. Come to page number 7. In that, can you see the side heading, important points? Can you see the side heading, important points, page number 7? Okay. Now, listen what they have written. Angles, trigonometric ratio, and the power terms are dimensionless. That means, listen to this. If I write sine of something, listen to this. This whole term is also dimensionless, and what is there inside sine also is dimensionless. Dimensionless means what? Equal to 1. Dimensionless means what? I can equate it to 1. Therefore, can you see in this book, this page, where they have written dimensionless and dimensionless 2 times? Just check. All trigonometric functions. Sine of, cos of, tan of, can you see?
So can you tell it again?
So all trigonometric terms
Yes.
are dimensionless, means whatever comes inside trigonometric terms plus the trigonometric term together, both are dimensionless. For example, look at this. If I have sine of something, this something also becomes dimensionless, and whole sine of something also becomes dimensionless. So both are dimensionless. That is why in the page, they have written 2 things as dimensionless. Can you check?
Sir, if it is 4 sine bracket something.
Yes, yes. We'll get problems. I will do problems because after that there are problems.
Okay.
Okay, my screen sharing has stopped. My screen sharing has stopped. 1 minute. Not only sine, any trigonometric function. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Not only sine, any trigonometric function, sine, cos, tan, can I say it is dimensionless? Clear?
Yes.
When the problem comes, I'll explain what it means. Okay. Now, if you see down, 2 power something is also dimensionless. Just check. Power
Yes, sir.
terms.
Yes.
And e power something is also dimensionless. Check. And log also of something is dimensionless. So can I say log of something power of exponential term, trigonometric terms, all these are dimensionless quantities. Very important point, because when a problem comes, I can directly equate that to 1 because this has no dimension. No dimension means equal to 1. How it will be applied, I will tell you. But I want you guys to make a note that sine, cos, tan of something is equal to 1. E power something is equal to 1.
Yes.
Any number power something is equal to 1. Log of something is also equal to 1. Can you make a note of this? Then making use of this knowledge, we will try to do some problems. Okay?
Sir, can you repeat the state? Can you repeat the statement?
The statement is here itself. Can you see the side heading? Important points. Can you see that side heading? Below that, can you see one statement? Angles, trigonometry ratio, and power terms are dimensionless. Below that, they are saying consider the term sine theta. Here, theta is dimensionless, plus sine theta also is dimensionless. See what they have written. Correct? Below that, whatever comes in sine is dimensionless, and the entire sine is also dimensionless. I hope you understood. For example, sine 2 pi t. Listen to me. Sine 2 pi t. Now, sine 2 pi t, the whole term is also dimensionless. 2 pi t that comes inside sine, that is also dimensionless. Or sine of 90. Okay, sine of 90. Sine 90 is also dimensionless. 90 also is dimensionless individually. Understood? Similarly, they have given all other examples. Make a in your notebook. Can you make a note quick? Start. Then in the meantime, I will do the screen sharing on. And when the problems come, I will tell you where you can use this logic. Okay. Once you do 2 to 3 problems, you'll understand what is the logic of this. Okay. We'll go to the
Sir, you went on mute.
Hmm. Shall we start with the problems now? Let me teach you what the problem is. Okay. You look at 2 to 3 problems, then you'll understand the logic on your own. You look at 2 to 3 problems, you will understand the logic on your own. Okay. Now, look at illustration 1. Look at illustration 1. Okay. They have said alpha equal to fv square by beta square. I'm writing the question as it is. Let me know if you have understood. Log to the base e, that is same as log 2 pi beta by v square, where f is force and v is velocity, which is actually wrong because v has to be capital, v is wrong, it is small v, but okay, they have given v is velocity.
Sir, log to the base EA.
That is fine, that is log term, it's fine. I will not, okay, if you want, I'll write it. I'll write it as log it, so it doesn't matter. Okay, now I want to find dimension of alpha and beta. Shall I start? Now look at the screen. Now everyone look at the screen. Everyone look. Now can I say this term will be dimensionless because it is inside log. Therefore, can I write, look at this, can I write 2 pi beta by v square is equal to 1. Since it is dimensionless, I told I can equate it to 1. Now tell me, 2 pi is a number, so it will not have any dimensions. Therefore, can I say beta will have the same dimensions as v square? Can I say beta will have the same dimensions as v square? Now, what is v velocity? Now tell me, what is the unit of velocity? Unit of velocity is meter per second. Therefore, unit of beta will be meter per second, the whole square. Therefore, what is meter per second, the whole square? It is meter square second power minus 2. Can I say it is meter square second power minus 2? Now, meter square second power minus 2 means L2t power minus 2.
Yes.
Therefore, can I say I got the dimension of beta? Can I say I got the dimension of beta? Is it clear? Now, to get the dimension of alpha, look at this. Can I say the dimension of alpha should be the same as dimension of this?
Yes.
Because this is anyway 1, doesn't have any dimensions. Therefore, can I say dimension of alpha should be the same as dimension of f v square by beta square?
Yes.
Can I say f, I know the dimension, force, velocity square, I know the dimension, beta, I just found out the dimension. Therefore, can I get the dimension of alpha now?
Yes.
Now, therefore, do you agree that to get the answer for this particular question, first I should get the dimension of beta, only then I'll get the dimension of alpha. To get the answer for this question, first I should get the dimension of beta, then I should get the dimension of alpha. And to get the dimension of beta, I made use of the logic that logarithmic terms have dimension equal to 1, means inside the log term. So now
Sir,
I
how
have
do
given
you
you the
find
logic.
beta?
What happened?
How do you find beta?
How do I find?
Beta
I already found beta here. Check.
means how? I didn't get that.
See, this term, I'll write it again on the next page. alpha equal to FV square by beta square into log of 2 by beta by V square. Correct?
Yes.
Now, you know, since this term is inside the log, this term will be dimensionless.
Yes.
Therefore, can I take this term separately, or even better, okay, I'll write it again. I will take this term separately. 2 by beta by V square is dimensionless. It is dimensionless. That means it is equal to 1.
Yeah.
Therefore, can I say 2 pi is a number? It will not have any unit.
Okay, sir. Got
Can I
it.
say beta by V square is equal to 1?
Yes.
Therefore, the dimension of beta will be
Right.
the same as V square. Correct?
Okay, sir. Got it. Thank you.
Then you will get the answer. Okay, start. Now, I want you guys to do it on your own. Answer is anywhere on your screen because, not on your screen, in your book, because it's an example question, illustration. So you just check whether your answer is matching with the illustration. So we go to the next question. Once you're done, please put a dot so that I know that you have finished this. Switch on your cam and let me know whether you're finished. We'll go to the next one. Okay. Now, turn the page number 8. Turn the page, come to page number 8. In that, look at illustration 2. Convert 1 joule into earth. That means convert energy from SI to CGS. Have we already done it? 1 kg meter square per second square is how much gram centimeter square per second square? Have we already done this? Now, can you just read it quickly and let me know whether you have understood? We have anyway done this as a part of our question. Can you just read it and tell me whether we have done it or whether you have understood it? Illustration 2. last 1 minute, let me know so that we go to the next question. We have already done this kind of question. Now, illustration 3. We will start. Even I will do it. We have done it again, but we will do it again. Illustration 3, start. Okay. Illustration 4, start. Illustration 4, start. If you want me to do illustration 3 on the screen, let me know. I will do it. Or else we will start with illustration 4. Okay. Illustration 4 done. Illustration 5. I will do this one. I will do this one on the screen. We have done this also actually, but we will do it again. Start and tell me what should be the answer for illustration 5. Nikhil, correct, very good. Should I do illustration 5 or you have understood? Please let me know that also. Should I do or you have understood? Understood. If you don't ask me the question, I'll assume that you have understood.
Illustration 5.
Understood?
Sir, can you explain this one?
Illustration 5.
Yes, sir.
Okay. See here, let me explain all of you. Switch on your cam, nothing will happen if you switch it on. Okay, good. For a particle to move in a circular orbit uniformly, the centripetal force is required, which in fact depends on mass. Means force depends on mass. How much it depends on mass, I don't know. So I will take m power a. It depends on velocity. I don't know how much it depends on velocity. Therefore, velocity power b. And it depends on radius. I don't know how much it depends on radius. So radius power c. Now express centripetal force in terms of this quantities. Now I can say F is equal to K, M power A, V power B, and R power C. Correct? Now, what is the dimension of force? M, L, T. Tell me, force is kg,
M1,
meter per second square, equal to
Yes.
K. It depends on mass. Therefore, can I say it is m1 power a? Mass is only m. Velocity power b. Velocity is meter per second power b. And radius power c. Can I say radius is nothing but length power c? This much everyone has got.
Yes.
Now, based on this, I
Yes.
can get m1 L1 T minus 2 is equal to K into M power A, L power B, T power minus B, and L power C.
Sir, that is meter, right?
Hmm?
Meter raised to a, right?
M is mass, right?
No. Oh, okay, sir. Yes.
M is mass, check.
Yes. M is mass.
So M is M. This is correct. Okay. Now continue. M1 L1 T minus 2 is equal to K M power A L power B plus C and T power minus B. Not minus 2B, just minus B. T power minus B. Got this?
Yes.
Now compare the coefficient of A, B, and C on the left hand side, on the right hand side. That is M. What is M A?
A
Equal to 1. If I compare the coefficient of M. Now, if I compare the coefficient of L, tell me what will I get?
B plus C equal to 1.
B plus C equal to 1. And if I compare the coefficient of time,
B equal to 2.
minus B equal to minus 2 or B equal to 2. Correct? So
Yes.
I got A equal to 1. I got B equal to 2. So if B is equal to 2, if 2 plus C is 1, C can I say is minus 1?
Yes.
Therefore, if I put A equal to 1, B equal to 2, and C equal to minus 1, tell me what will be the answer? M, V, R. A is equal to 1, so only M. B is equal to 2, and C is equal to minus 1.
Yes.
Therefore, I get mv square r power minus 1, or can I write it as mv square by r? Correct?
Yes,
I
sir.
write it as mv square by r. Now, did everyone understand this?
Yes.
Okay. Next. Come to illustration 6. Start. Come to illustration 6 and start. What the answer? Tell me if I should solve it or you can get it. Either way is fine. I want all of you to confirm.
No, sir, we can solve it. I've solved it.
And if you're finished, I'll give you 1 minute more to finish it. I'll give you 1 minute more to finish it. Finish it and confirm in the message box. Finish it and confirm in the message box. Got it, all of you? Oh, perfect.
Yes, sir.
Illustration 7, take it as your next homework. Illustration 7, take it as your next homework. Illustration 8, take it as your next homework. Illustration 9, take it as your next homework. Okay, now
Read the homework.
I'll repeat the homework.
Yes, sir.
I think illustration 7, illustration 8, illustration 9, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, 10 and 11, no need right now. Then we come to concept application exercise 2. Then we come to concept application exercise 2. This we will start after the break. I think we'll take a small break. Our first break, till 6:30 we'll take a break. Then we'll come back at 6:30. And
Okay.
later on at
Bye.
7:15, I'll give you another 5-minute break. Okay, that is later. So now all of you come back at 6:30. Is it fine?
Yes, sir.
So log off now. I am also logging off. Log in again at 6:30. Okay, thank you.
Bye.